The following program is a Nighthawk Network presentation.
Hey, my people, what's going on? Your boy E-Buck in the building. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it. This is I Am Nighthawk, the show where we talk about the things that I think about while many of you are sleeping. Understand, good people, this will not be a long show today, not at all. I'm just basically checking in to let you know that I am doing better. For those of you who have inquired about my health in the last couple of days, it's kind of having some icky because, for those of you who know my health journey these last couple of years, I have my good days, I have my not so good days. Thursday and Friday, a couple of my not so good days. Feeling a lot better since then, but still having some issues. We working them out behind the scenes. That is that. In other news, hopefully you guys are doing well. A lot of people that I've had the opportunity to talk to in my inner circle going through some things, having some issues. I ask that you pray for us all, as we all will pray for you to make things better, and hopefully things will get better in the universes of all my people here in the network and in my inner circle. God bless us all on that one. Now, in terms of the people, all our people, we going through some challenges right now. A lot of them financial, some of them mental, some of them physical. We all just taking it one day at a time for the most part. So that's what we're doing here in the network. That's what I hope you doing over there on your end as well. Like I said, we're not gonna really have a show per se, and I'm just gonna talk to y'all for a few minutes about some of the stuff that's going on. We will have a show next week. Next week, we're gonna talk about getting some things financially ready for the rest of the year, and particularly the holidays. We also going to put you up on a couple of FYI, did you know this is going on type things going on in the world in terms of scammers. Some of these scammers, they starting to step their game up to whole different levels, and we need to be prepared to contend with them properly. And also a couple little bits and pieces in between. Perhaps we'll also have a little more AI generated stuff for y'all to check out also. So that's what's going to go on next week's show, around about this time next week. In the meanwhile, basically want to send a shout out to all my affiliates in the Nighthawk Network. Keep in mind, the Nighthawk Network is indeed a network of different podcasters and programmers or whatnot that I bring to this platform for you guys to check out their work and what they got going on. Whether it be people like Pastor Sean Love, shout out to my good friend Sean Love, my high school buddy, who I do the Sean Love Presents every Sunday, so you can see his messages of encouragement and words from the Bible. I like how he breaks it down into every man's terms, and you feel the broadcast, even though you may not be attending his church, but you feel like you're attending it where you're at. That's why I like it. But someday I do need to actually attend it in person. Sean Love definitely plan on doing that, Lord willing, sometime sooner than later. Also, send a shout out, of course, to Big Meech over there at Dish and Tea with Big Meech. Been supporting me since day one. Has been a big advocate of what goes on here. And I thank you very much for your words of encouragement and your help and all of that. Also to you, Big Red, as well. Please make sure you check out their radio stations, which are WHR Radio and also WTEA Radio, which you can find on Live 365. Currently, Nighthawk Network Radio is not on the air. After our budget meeting, we had some budget cuts we needed to make. As a result, we had some financial issues that we had to contend with. And because of that, the station is not on right now. We'll be back on soon, sometime this week, and have something new to bring to you in regards to that platform as well. We will talk about that next week on the show. I also want to shout out some of my other partners that I've been producing for in the network. People like, of course, Road to Stardom, Miss Giga, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for all you have contributed to not only this platform, but to yours as well. I've been enjoying the music that you've been bringing to the show. As you know, last week we had an issue with the actual playing of the music on this platform, which is Facebook Live. So in the future, you will find her show on YouTube only, but also you'll be able to find it on Nighthawk Radio once we get back on the air as well. So be looking for that, and we definitely will post the YouTube. And also, as she explained, she will have the playlist for each show on YouTube and possibly Spotify as well. So we'll make sure we send the links to those also. So yeah, you'll be able to see where we posted it on YouTube on this information page, or the viewer page as I call it now. So you'll be able to catch the show on YouTube, but you won't see it on the Facebook because of the way they do the music, basically. Also, got to shout out my guy Coach V. Sorry that there was no show Friday. That was primarily my fault because I was not able to produce the show. As I said, I wasn't feeling very well that day, and as a result, I did not want to attempt to do a show, and I just wasn't gonna be able to do it the correct way. Y'all, the people deserve better. He deserved better. So that's why I was not on, and that's why we had no show. Hopefully, you did catch the back episode that he posted, and that next week we should be back up and running. Got a couple great shows planned for y'all in the upcoming week, so please check them out and tell a friend. Also, shout out to Queen Gemini, whose show Rumble Time we've been doing. Definitely have taken a better interest in wrestling since she's been doing her show. I like her energy that she brings to it because she's not only a person who commentates on the wrestling, but she is a fan, and all that comes out in her show. So definitely check it out. If you watch SmackDown this Friday, I definitely like this episode of SmackDown. I'm pretty sure she will say the same as well when we see her Tuesday for that episode. And of course, they got the pay-per-views coming up and all that, and she keeps you up on those things as opposed, and also some of the wrestling news that's coming up down the pipe. So again, shout out to Queen Gemini. Also got to shout out, of course, my partner in crime, my brother, my main man, my mellow, young Hugh Lee. He will be back on this week with his show, The Guru's Perspective, talking about, what he saw in the NFL and college this week and whatever other sports that he will have a discussion on. That show will be back on Tuesdays as well. And of course, me and him will be doing our thing Wednesday on the Guru Sports Session, where we'll talk about week 1 and what we saw in week 2 of the college football season and some of the other little sports. Keep in mind that WNBA last week of the season is this week, so we'll surely have a discussion about that as well as they start to head into the playoffs. Now, a couple people we've been missing from the network. One of them is Dr. Marla Facey. I'm not sure what's going on with her broadcasting schedule these last few weeks. I know I haven't seen anything posted or anything. I will get in touch with my cousin, Dr. Facey, soon. If you see this, by the way, cuz, just hit me up. Let me know what's going on. I'm pretty sure you're okay. I just kind of want to know why you're not broadcasting. If so, anything we can do to help, that's what we're here for. Plus, we family, you know what it is. But anyway, shout out to Dr. Marla Facey. And of course, I know some of y'all have wondered, okay, there's been some shows in the past in Nighthawk Network. What happened to some of them? Well, if you hit up those people's Facebook, I'm sure you make that inquiry, they will let you know. Some things, they just kind of happen the way they happen. Other things, I don't even have no explanation for it. It just went the way it went. So, not my place to tell their business if they told me. It's not my place to tell you if they did tell me. So, if you wants to know badly enough, reach out to those people. If they choose to diverge those informations, they will. If not, then it is what it is. We wish everybody well, regardless. Remember, my network started out with other shows. Some of them are no longer a show. Some of those people no longer collaborate in that way. It is what it is. Such is life. New collaborations, however, always are being formed here. There are a couple other people who have reached out to me about perhaps broadcasting their shows. A couple people whose shows I actually want to broadcast on the network, and I will reach out to those people or y'all can reach out to me, Nighthawk Network, uh, Facebook page, YouTube. You can hit me up on Eric Hawk 45 on Instagram, the Nighthawk World on TikTok. Any of those work, and we'll see what we can work out. Um, that's pretty much what I got this week for y'all. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I need to do, work on some other projects before I go to bed. Important I get my rest. Got a busy couple days ahead, so that is the key. When I'm feeling kind of funky like this, more than anything else, the key is to take my medications, eat well, and get my rest. So gonna do all those things, and we will hopefully be feeling better sooner than later. Until the next time you see me, which will probably be on one of the shows on Tuesday, uh, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We love you. We praying for you. We all in these struggles together. It's all a part of God's plan, and we got to do the best to work with it, whatever hand we are dealt. So we will do that, all right? Until next time, love, peace, and Afro Grease. I'm out, baby.